Next, we go to Dana, who's on the line in Bristol, Connecticut. Dana, you're on the Ken Coleman Show.
Hi, Ken. How are you?
I am living the dream, Dana. How are you?
I'm good. I'm a little nervous.
Okay, that's all right.
So I think I'm about in my discovery stage.
Mm-hmm.
I have been in the work industry for about 12, 13 years. Never finished my bachelor's, was kind of close to it, had a lot of life circumstances happen. But fast forward short, I've been in every type of job. I'm actually in an engineering role right now. I don't have a degree, but somehow I got this job. It's working with engineers. I've always flourished in all my roles, but nothing ever worked out. I think I am settling, I would settle where I would always work, and then something happened where it forced me out the door. So I just started feeling where I am kind of stuck in a rut, and I just started I've been taking a look at myself very closely. Just had a baby a year ago, and I felt like, okay, something's not right with me. I'm not happy with what's going on with me. So anyway, I just started reading all this stuff. I started listening to podcasts, Dave Ramsey, Joel Osteen, a whole bunch of stuff. And then something kind of awoke in me, and I just realized I am not doing what I'm supposed to do.
Yeah.
I got a couple prophetic words about teaching, mentoring, coaching. There's something that resonates with me with that. I know something comes alive inside me when I hear that. I just don't know who to teach.
Well, wait a second. So wait a second. That's actually not that's not gonna be as difficult as you think. So that's what I would have started with for you, right? We would have started looking at things you do best, and then we'd move over to the passion line. But I think the fact that you felt your heart quiver a little bit, right? It gets exciting when you think about teaching and coaching. So without any kind of limiting belief, meaning you're going, I don't know if I can do that, or I don't know how long that would take. Forget all of that garbage. I want you to just answer me from your heart.
Okay.
If I could snap my fingers today and I put you in a position where you're coaching, instructing, teaching, I'm not painting you in a corner. You answer this.
Okay.
And I just give you, who would you want to teach? Who would you want to instruct?
Okay. I think women, and I think women that have a problem seeing themselves in the roles that they're supposed to be in. And I think that just speaking life and positiveness into those women to get themselves out of the rut that I feel like I'm in right now.
Right. Now you see a close personal connection there, right?
Yeah.
Because you're going,
I don't want anybody to waste. I don't want anybody to waste their life. Like if I wish I would have known this when I was 22.
Right. Well, I get it. And hey, welcome to my mission. You just described my mission. It's not just women. It's women and men and people of all faiths and journeys that I want everybody to understand that they were created to fulfill a unique role. But I want to start with Dana.
Okay.
Right? So I think there's more there. Let's go a little deeper. In fact, let's pause on the passion. I want to come over to the talent side. If I interview everybody that knows Dana, everybody that knows you well, Okay. What would they say you do better than anything else?
Communicate, I guess. Listen to them. Actually listen to them, find out what they want. Deliver that, I guess. I'm caring, heartfelt. When I say I'm going to do something, I do it. I don't know. I guess I'm deep. I like to observe situations, take steps back, think about things.
Ooh.
Sometimes when I get excited, I think I jump without doing necessary research, but that's because I'm so excited. I want to tell somebody if something worked for me, I want it to work for them.
Now, let's go into this observe. When you observe, do you also find yourself analyzing?
Yes, I do analyze, sometimes the wrong way, but I do.
Well, that's okay. We don't always analyze perfectly, so that's not a problem.
Yes.
So here's where are there other people groups besides women, or are there other specific solutions that fire you up? So now I'm going to push you on this passion thing again. Instead of telling me who you most want to help, I want to know how you want to help them.
Okay. I guess I also want people to, see themselves the way that they're supposed to think right about themselves. It doesn't necessarily have to be women. It's to know that they're loved, they're cared for. I don't really know. I didn't have the best childhood growing up, but I know I'm not sure if I really want to work specifically with kids.
Mm-hmm.
I just know I want to help people
Well, what
that
did
have
you fight?
not the right view.
Yeah, see,
Huh?
this is huge. This is the breakthrough right here, Dana. Are you ready?
Okay. Yeah.
What
Yeah.
views did you take from your rough childhood into adulthood that even today you're still fighting? What were those views?
I guess I took things that people said about me. Sorry. And I put that on myself like that was me.
Mm-hmm. That's right. Yeah. And you
So I
believed
don't
it,
want anybody to feel that way.
right?
So,
You want to give people the tools to fight the lies.
yep.
Yeah. You know what this emotion is, don't you, Dana?
I don't know.
Yeah. It's your heart saying what was once a wound and still might be a wound is going to become a scar, a battle scar that has healed. Remember, scars by their very nature means they've healed. What was once a wound is
Yeah.
now a scar.
Yeah.
And I think you need to hold on to this wound and remember it. Get healthy. You understand what I'm saying? If you're going to help other people, you've got to get healthy.
Right.
All right.
Right.
So that's step one. But step two is to say, this is something that is deep within me, and you're remembering, and you are emotional for a lot of reasons. And
Right.
more importantly, you're hearing your why right now. Because if your why doesn't make you cry, it's not your why, Dana. And I love it when people cry, because it's the great revelation that you're so moved by the idea of overcoming what happened to you by taking it and say, it didn't defeat me. And not only did it not defeat me, it has armed me, equipped me to help others. And hopefully I can help others recover from what I went through, and maybe it helps others avoid it. So here's what I think.
Okay.
I think your homework assignment is to figure out the best way, given your abilities of communicating and listening, caring, observing, analyzing. I feel like you have to get real serious about considering counseling. And that's going to take some education, right?
Yeah.
That's going to take a degree. But do you have what it takes, Dana?
I think my heart does, but my head is like, you're crazy.
No. See, that's just it. You listen to your heart, not your brain, because your brain's full of fear. You don't have the resources right now. Financially, you're not ready to do it right now, so let's forget about it. And I say garbage, because it might take you 2 or 3 years to get prepared financially to be able to take the schooling that you need. I don't care.
Okay.
I don't care if it takes you 7 years. Dana, do you know how long it took me to get a national radio show from the time I started out doing high school football on the internet? When 2 people were listening, the kid next to me and my wife, because she's a good woman. Do you know how many years it took me to get to the Ken Coleman Show?
No.
9.
Wow.
Do you think that I think it's worth it or not?
I think you do.
Yeah, it's worth it.
And I think other people are really grateful, to hear you. So
Right. But here's the point. If I'd have quit along the way, I don't get to have this phone call with you and cheer you on and tell you you're supposed to do this. Because there's a woman out there, Dana, or a man or a young woman. There is somebody out there who needs to sit down with you in the future. And you might be the one person that changed their trajectory from quitting on life. Is that worth it?
Okay.
Is that worth it to you?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
All right. So you have to go figure out what is it that you need to learn, what qualifications are necessary. And then you need to figure out how much that's going to cost you financially. And then based on your financial reality, you're going to ask yourself, how long is it going to take? And you've put yourself a pretty good plan together just by answering those 3 questions. And then practice the proximity principle. In order to do what you want to do, you've got to be around people that are doing it and in places that it is happening. And that means you need to go sit down and talk to some people that are doing counseling, that are very, very, very good at what they do and successful. And take them to coffee, take them to lunch, and ask everything you can. Let them give you a master's degree in their experience. They're going to help encourage you. They're going to potentially equip you and hopefully point you in the right direction with other people and other places. And before you know it, you're in the thick of this thing, and it is doable, and you can do it, and it is worth doing, and you must do it.